To a video where I simply show you every single copy of every Jane Austen book that I own. I read all of her major works when I was in high school and college. This is the copy of Emma my aunt and uncle gave me for Christmas in 2007. It is absolutely covered in paint splatters, but it is the edition that made me fall in love with my favorite character, Emma Woodhouse. This is an edition of Emma that I bought in college because this edition is covered in paint splatters. So this is the edition of Mansfield Park that I read in 2015 and proceeded to make a video about how I thought Fanny Price was secretly a badass motherfucker. This is an unsentimental copy of Northanger Abbey, but I do love Northanger Abbey. This is the first Jane Austen book I ever read when I was a sophomore in high school, and that is Sense and Sensibility. This edition I got in Jacksonville, Florida when my grandparents were still alive, and it has illustrations and pretty large text. These are my two copies of Persuasion. I read Persuasion in 2015 when I was going through a breakup. This is the version of Pride and Prejudice that I read for the first time. The edition of Pride and Prejudice with illustrations that I bought in Shakespeare and Company in 2017. This is the edition of Pride and Prejudice that TikTok kind of forced me to buy. And one day I'll read it to my children and they'll rip up all the letters that are inside of it. I love Jane Austen.